Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I am Jason, your host. Happy New Year. Feels weird because it doesn't feel like a new year. It's just ticked over to 2025. Wow. But what have I been doing? Well, most of the world has been celebrating and partying, and I've been messing with tech, messing with computers. This is what makes me happy. This is what keeps me occupied. So, what are we on now? Iteration 4, iteration 5? I don't know. What you're seeing here is my two computer systems. On the left is the primary one. That's the one you see me on mostly. And on the right is the newly set up system. So let's take that away and talk about it. Seeing as I can't use the Thinkpad as a primary, for obvious reasons, it just has certain issues, especially with the AMD cards. Even though I find that still really funny because its internal structure is AMD. But I thought, okay, so why don't I instead set this up as my main powerhouse computer system that I will do all my main stuff with over this side, the big system where I'm doing this, I'm doing the OBS, and why don't I set up a completely low-powered system over there, a low-powered system that doesn't have any external hard drives, that is limited by 4 terabytes of internal storage, that is limited by everything I use with it. I can just pick it up and go if I had to. So that's what it is now. So let me bring up the image of a close in on that. Okay. So what you're seeing there is the Thinkpad laptop on a stand. It's not connected to the EGPU, it's not connected to an external dock. It's just connected to keyboard, mouse, 1080p monitor, and Logitech Pro headset for audio and mic. All of that is portable. And the entire system, that entire system you are seeing there, the mouse, the keyboard, the monitor, the laptop, are all using, wait for it, when running at max, 48 watts. Your basic battery charger for your phone, your basic battery bank for your phone can run that entire system. And it can play Star Trek Online, it can play I've tested Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk works on it using the Steam Deck settings. You get an average of 35 FPS, and it's stable at 35 FPS, which is actually not bad for playing. So anything below Cyberpunk, it can play fine. Now, if I want to stream on it, I will have to limit myself to streaming games like Vampire Survivor, of course, and RPG Maker games and things like that. I'm not going to be streaming Cyberpunk or anything like that on it. But I don't play those games often anyway. So that is my low-powered computer system. It's fully set up now. I've removed a lot of the games on there that really only work if you've got it plugged into an eGPU. Now, of course, worst case scenario, if this computer goes boom or something happens to this computer, I can turn that on in a pinch, plug in the 3060 Ti eGPU and the docking station, and I can stream. And I can do everything on there except for play a few really intensive games. So yeah, I've got a 40 odd watt, and it idles at about 7 watts. It actually idles about 7 watts. The entire system. Really crazy. What it means is that system on one of my main power stations downstairs. Let's do this properly. Let's just pause this. Okay, my anchor power station downstairs, which I charge via solar panels and stuff like that, could run that system there for 100 hours at idle. Now, average usage when I'm not doing Cyberpunk, when I'm just playing a few games, when I'm doing just the basic streaming of something like Vampire Survivor, it doesn't go more than like 30 watts. So let's figure out that. Okay, 33 hours of continuous use. Of course, you wouldn't use it for that long, but if I was out of someone did press some buttons. So, yay! That system over there is perfect for if I don't want to have the big system on. If it gets really hot in this room and I don't want to run the air conditioning, I can turn that system on and it won't be giving out much thermals at all. I can also, worst case scenario, if it gets really hot in here and I can't afford to have the air conditioning on and the sun's blazing outside in midsummer, yes, we do have summers in the UK, it's not all rain, then I can grab that laptop and go downstairs in the kitchen at the back of the house, the coolest room, and I can put it on the table and I can use it there. It is, yeah. I see, this is the thing. When I find that something won't work at one thing, it just makes my brain go, oh, so what if I tried this? So yes, that's what I've been doing on my New Year's. That's all set up now. This one is still a bit of a mess here. Need to tweak a few things. Need to work a few things out. But everything is working, as in the 7900 XT is actually running fine and it streams fine. It's not as good as an Nvidia, but it's still a powerhouse, and I don't use RTX anyway, so that doesn't matter to me. So yeah, things are working in this way. I have my dual setup here. Both set up, both installs. The good thing about moving that, you see, when I usually set up one of these systems, it takes me months and months to tweak all the stuff and put all the software on it. But because I was using that ThinkPad as a core system and tried to turn it into a major PC, I installed every piece of software, logged into every piece of equipment on there so that it was all set up. So now it is literally set up in a perfect way there. And so yeah, I'm happy. I hope you all have a happy New Year. Yeah. I've even brought down upstairs, because I've got two 8-bit doos. I've got the white one here, but I've got a black one, and I plugged that into the only thing I've had to plug into it that's it's not a docking station or anything, it's just a USB port hub. So I can put my Logitech Pro headset that's up there charging over in the corner. And that means that that's got a full audio system. As for camera, it's got a built-in pretty decent camera, but that doesn't matter because when it comes down to it, if I want a camera for that system, I just take this iPhone, because it's not connected other than wireless, and just move it over to that side of the thingy and bingo. I might do some low-powered streams and just show just what it's capable of. Of course, the limitation is the, how can I put it, the AMD drivers and codecs efficiency. Now, funnily enough, their efficiency with the 780M, the integrated graphics, the same kind of thing you see in a lot of handheld gaming consoles these days, is far more iterative and far more stable and far more efficient than, say, their drivers for the 7900 XT. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So bye bye for now.